Section A provides an overview of the essential details regarding application forms and associated fees, ensuring you have a clear understanding of the process and requirements ahead. Every application includes a cover letter. CML will prepare this cover letter to accompany your application, so you don't need to take any further action for this part. Our team will ensure that the cover letter is comprehensive and tailored to your specific situation, highlighting all the relevant information to make the strongest case for your application. Should you like to see the final draft of your cover letter we'll be submitting, your consultant will be able to go through this once we've completed it. CML will confirm your fees and the payment process once your application is ready for submission. Your fees are split into two parts: government fees and CML fees. Government fees consist of several components. First, there's an issue fee, which is based on your annual income and will be confirmed closer to submission. Next, the filing fee, which is a fixed cost of $1,000 per application. If you're adding dependents, such as a spouse or child, there is a dependent fee of $400 per dependent. Lastly, you'll need to account for your annual payment fee, which is equivalent to the work permit fee. For CML's service, you will already paid 50% deposit. Before submission, you will need to pay the remaining 50% of your application management fee. All fees will be invoiced for easy payment. The R37 PR application form is the main application form for your entire permanent residency application. If you're adding a spouse or children as dependents, you will need to complete the RV37A Dependent Information Form, which we'll discuss further in the next section. However, please note the affidavit required for adding dependents is not included in the RV37A form. Instead, it can be found here in the main R37 PR application form on page 10. The affidavit must be signed in the presence of a notary public with you and your spouse present, and it must be dated on the same day. Next, let's talk about specific areas in the form that can sometimes trip people up. On page 5, question 42, it asks about your income. This information must match what's stated on your employer letter, so be sure to check for consistency to avoid any delays. Then, on page 7, question 50, 51, and 52 focus on your community involvement. This section can be a bit tricky to fill out, but no need to worry. Your immigration consultant is more than happy to handle this part for you, and you're welcome to leave it blank and get your consultant to complete. If at any point you feel unsure about how to answer any of the questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your consultant for personalized guidance. This form is for those looking to include dependents on your PR application. As mentioned in the previous video, along with this form, you'll need to include a notarized affidavit, which you can find on page 10 of the main PR application form. This affidavit must be signed in the presence of a notary public, with both you and your spouse present, and it must be dated on the same day. When completing this affidavit, line 1 is the applicant, line 2 is the notary, and line 3 is the spouse being added as dependent. You will have a number of documents needed to add your dependents, and we'll cover these in a later section of this guide. To complete your PR application, WRC requires a recent medical cover letter to confirm your health status. This cover letter must be no older than 1 year upon submission of your application. You will need to visit your medical practitioner and they will complete the required form. We provided a template, however, most medical facilities will have this on file. The exam typically includes blood tests and possibly an X-ray if your previous ones are no longer in date. If you already have a medical cover letter, ensure it's no older than 1 year at the time of submission. For documents originating outside the jurisdiction, confirm with your consultant to ensure that they are acceptable.